Good evening. Welcome back to Near Post Flick On. Wow. So Spurs have lost again. Spurs have lost again. This time to Nottingham Forest. Goals from Anderson in the 5th minute and Chris Woods in the 16th minute were enough for Forest to get all 3 points at the Tottenham Stadium. Richarlison did pull one back for Spurs in the 87th minute, but it was a little too late. I think Tottenham definitely played a lot better in the second half of that game, and they did definitely apply a lot of pressure. But unfortunately, Tottenham didn't get the win. Not that they're playing for anything in the league, to be honest. But I think at the moment, I think they're just playing for pride, if anything, and maybe to just appease the fans as well. Because of course the fans are going to be on their back because 18 defeats in the league is not saying much for that Tottenham team. Yeah, there were a couple of players missing for whatever reason, but at the end of the day, you are the home side and you should be playing a lot better. But at the end of the day, you have to give credit to Nottingham Forest, who've done the business again. So that win takes Forest to third in the Premier League on 60 points. So they will have plenty of time to rest because they've got a massive game on Sunday against Man City. And do you know what? I actually fancy Nottingham Forest to get to the FA Cup final. And I think they can do it. They can definitely beat City. And it's ironic because Nuno was once Spurs' manager. Look at what he's done for Nottingham Forest. But he wasn't given the opportunity at Tottenham. But anyway, yeah, well done to Nottingham Forest. It's looking likely that they may just clinch that top four finish. It's not going to be easy. They've got to keep on going. They've got to keep on fighting. They're lucky. Well, are they lucky that they're playing a Tottenham side that's really not doing well? Not really, because they're third in the league and they've won a lot of games, a lot of tough matches as well. So you can't really take anything away from the team or their manager. So I think it'll be an interesting game on Sunday when they do face Man City. But yeah, what is going on with Tottenham? Tottenham 18 defeats in the league. They're currently 16th. I tell you what, if this was a few years ago, they'd be battling for relegation. So they're just fortunate that the other teams that have been relegated or near enough done are just have been appalling. They've been really, really rubbish to say the least. And I think Tottenham are just fortunate because if this was a few seasons ago, as I say, this type of form, this is relegation form. Let's not kid ourselves. This is relegation form for Spurs. But I think the season's over. The season's been over. But you have to try and rack up some wins. Not try and ruin your legacy too much because I've said and I'm sticking to it. Tottenham will lose 20 games this season, and that Europa League Cup is a must win for them. It's an absolute must win for them. If they don't win it, and just gone. If they win it and still may be sacked, who knows? But yeah, this has been one of the worst seasons for Tottenham in recent times. I just can't believe it. Spurs 16th and just only above what West Ham. Nah, it's just it's poor. It's poor from Tottenham. It's poor from Tottenham. But as I say, a few more games to go. They'll regroup in the summer, hopefully, and then we'll see what the new season brings for them. But yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. And just win the bloody Europa League, to be honest. Win the Europa League, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But for now, horrible performance from Tottenham. Horrible performance from Tottenham, and yeah, let's see how they get on.